Ohayou gozaimasu! How are you all doing today? Today's video is going to be a cooking video because I am in my kitchen, as you can see here. And honestly, I don't really know what I'm doing with what I have in front of me right now. Let me try to explain. My friends sent me this recipe online for this really good looking Thai curry, and I tried looking around the store for some Thai curry paste, which is what it calls for and is actually the main ingredient of this. But unfortunately, I could not find that. So what we have instead as the main ingredient for this is butter chicken curry. So this is already mostly made or concocted or whatever Thai or Indian curry that you can just kind of throw on with some chicken, which I also don't have, so I'm improvising with that as well. So this is supposed to be Indian curry, but I want it to taste more Thai curry-ish, which is why I have this chickpeas, coconut milk, plant-based original Italian sausage, tomato, garlic, bamboo shoots, the standard olive oil, and coconut sugar and spinach. I'm not sure if all these ingredients are gonna go in it, but they're all potentials. I'm just going to try them out and see how they taste. I'm not gonna be one of those typical Japanese game shows where even if it's not very good, I'll be like, oishii or umai. If it's not good, I'll let you guys know so that way you don't make the same mistake I do with making this. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and start cutting this up so we can throw it into this pan. I also do not in any way claim to be actually good with using one of these, but we gotta use it anyway. So while I do that, I can just kind of put you guys on time lapse so you can see a little bit about what I'm doing here. Okay, I've got my spinach, which for now will just be thrown into here, because I'll probably throw it into the curry mix later at some point. I don't know if I should throw in the roots, but I am. Next, let's go ahead and rinse some of these tomatoes out because I actually dropped these on the floor at the store yesterday, so they probably aren't in the most sanitary shape. I'm sure Kit's Ratchet Cooking Channel made that look a lot more flattering than this, but whatever. Like with the spinach, I don't want to use the whole thing of this. I'm probably only going to use about half of them, so I'm just going to pluck off the little things here and cut it in half and put it into this bowl. Oop. Okay, that's probably enough tomatoes, so I'm just going to do the same thing. Put it onto here, to the bowl. I put the tomatoes on top so that way I can put them into the mixture before I put in the spinach because the spinach will burn a lot more quickly. And actually, on second thought, the tomatoes were probably a silly idea because this bitter chicken curry sauce already has it on here, as you can see right there. So, I like tomatoes, so. The last two things I gotta make before I start cooking on the stovetop is cut these up and do whatever with this. So. I'm currently trying out Gordon Ramsay's masterclass knife cutting technique where you put the 3 fingers on and then you just kind of lift the knife and kind of go slowly. Don't know how well I'm doing it right now, but haven't cut myself yet. This is also a 100 yen knife that probably would be better if I bought something a little more, I guess, my level of stuff, or not my level since I don't know what I'm doing as far as knife cutting skills goes, but whatever. Okay, so here's our shallots. It's an awful lot, but I'm gonna just throw them all in anyway because I like garlic. Lastly, we're gonna cut some of these, sorry, I took off the label already. This plant-based Italian sausage thing. It's instead of chicken, so it's gonna be butter, plant-based Italian sausage curry. Okay, so now I've got everything chopped up and ready to go. I'm gonna add all this stuff in at some point. This column is stuff I will use here, and this stuff is stuff I may not use depending on how it tastes. Now this is all thrown together. I'm actually a lot less confident in it, but we're already here. No turning back. Start off with a little bit of olive oil. Not sure how much to actually add, but add a little bit more. Probably too much. Now that it is thoroughly heated, I'm just gonna go ahead and add these Italian sausage vegan things to here. Very carefully, of course. And full accuracy. According to the butter chicken curry directions thing, it says to cook this for 5 minutes, but since this isn't even chicken or not even meat, it's probably going to be a lot different, but it's one of those things you just got to kind of play by ear. I don't think I have enough space in this pan for all of this, by the way, but ow. Pretty popping, probably too much oil, but going ahead and improvise. For now I can add some of this and take a little bit more time to cook compared to the other vegetables. And fried garlic is just really good, as everybody knows. Smells like it's cooking decently, but I can't really tell just based off of this because, again, this is not a meat product. But it's just about ready to be transferred to another pan and then start adding the curry and the vegetables. I'm gonna add it all into this bigger pan here. Or pot, it's not a pan, sorry. Okay, probably didn't get most of that on camera. Okay, so from the looks of this, this already has milk or some dairy product in it, so I don't think I'm going to use the coconut milk, so I'll just put some of this in now. Oh, wish so. I don't know if I'll use the whole thing, but on second thought, I probably will add it because there's not much curry in there compared to the other stuff. Oh, better hurry before it starts to burn. Come out! Ah! Why? So I had a bit of issue getting the can open for the coconut milk, so this is what it currently looks like. I had to use a combination of this crappy can opener, fork, and scissors that I put in the sink already to open this, but yeah, I don't ever want to touch that thing again, and I need to get myself an actual can opener for this. Like the twisty kind. Aside from that though, it actually looks not bad. Kind of looks a little bit more like a saucy curry, at least. Smells good though, but now I'll go ahead and put the tomatoes in here. And I guess we'll add some spinach. I want to add the garbanzo beans and the bamboo shoots, but I don't want to have another ordeal with my can opening situation, but we'll see. We'll try it out in here in a bit first before we make that decision. Oh, I forgot to add this one, so let's go ahead and just pour some in. I know you're supposed to measure this, but I'm Asian, so I don't measure it. Alright, that looks adequate. Coconut sugar. Smells like it's gonna be really good. Finally, let's add some spinach here. Ooh, look at that. It'll look better once it gets mixed in, of course. Well, that said, I think because of how much stuff is already in here, I'm not going to add the garbanzo beans. I think it might be a little bit of an overkill considering there's only so much curry and sauce that's in here before you do that. It actually looks like it's coming together quite nicely. I mean, it's like this hybrid Indian, Thai, whatever vegan sausage thing, fusion, whatever this is. But it looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a try before we turn off the stove. That way if we need to add any other corrections. I am really sensitive tongue, so I'm afraid to try it. Basically just tastes like the butter chicken curry sauce with more sauce added to it. Trying to grab onto the sausage, see how this thing tastes. Sausage is not too bad with it, actually. I actually like it. Now that that tastes good, let's just go ahead and make our rice, which you already know what rice I'm using. It was in my air fryer spam video, so same curry, or same rice. Now that we've got our rice ready, let's just go ahead and add some of this curry onto it. Ooh, look at that steam. Of course, the rice is set up like this is Coco's. And there's our finished product. Let's go ahead and try it. So, of course, I've got my beer for tonight since I'm not working the next day. Kanpai! breakfast and I've got my meal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try this and see how it actually is. Itadakimasu. It is pretty good, actually, overall. It's better than I thought it would be. Yeah, the vegan sausage actually does work pretty well with this, even though it's not quite the same, and it's designed to be with butter chicken, but still works anyway. I would recommend this. If you guys want the recipe, I could shoot you a list below. If you're looking for something that's vegan friendly, I think this doesn't actually qualify because of the butter chicken, but if you were to use the curry paste, this is definitely a vegan free option. I largely just kind of improvised off of this butter chicken curry already pre-existing sauce, but still works out for me. I mean, I just added spinach, shallots, and I think that was it actually. It was originally this recipe of Thai curry with chickpeas and bamboo shoots and all this other stuff, and I was just kind of like, I wanted to add the chickpeas, but again, my can opener situation. But anyway, I digress. If you guys want to see more content like this, just let me know below. I can call it the, well, I was gonna call it like the Ratchet Cooking series, but Kit already claimed that. So if you guys have any ideas on what to call this, feel free to post below. It might be some new series one day, but I need to learn how to cook first. Probably a bit late to mention it, but I actually added some of this peri spicy sauce to it, and it makes it taste better. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching today's video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. ありがとうございました。また明日。